What up, crypto lovers and enthusiasts? TGIF gonna try to make this a short video. We're gonna take a look at 18 days in a row of inflows. Could today be number 19? Hopefully so. We're gonna take a look at non-farm payroll data that came out this morning and its implications to the markets and how Bitcoin reacted to that number. We're gonna take a look at that chart. Obviously, the Bitcoin chart. I don't think we're gonna focus too much on altcoins. We're just gonna take a look at Bitcoin for the most part, and maybe some other markets. And so, without further ado, let's do this. All right, so 18 days in a row up to yesterday. Today the 7th is going to see if it's going to be 19 days in a row. Yesterday they hauled in 3,035 Bitcoin. Previous day on the 5th, 6,807 Bitcoins. Previous day on the 4th, 12,500 Bitcoins. In fact, on the 5th and the 4th, even Grayscale got in on the action. They actually hauled in 377 on the 4th Bitcoin, and on the 5th, 193. Yesterday, they were negative 531, but it is what it is. At least we are starting to see some green for Grayscale, not just all sell. So that's pretty cool. Good to see. And people are kind of wondering, with all these inflows, how come the price isn't going higher? It will, guys. You gotta give it time. I saw some reasons why, having to do with the brokers trying to get the spread, so they'll use hedging strategies that won't impact the price too much on Bitcoin, something along those lines. I don't know if it's true or not, but they do have some ideas or reasons why. But eventually, the price will react. Eventually, there'll be less Bitcoin available, and this thing is gonna move. Could it be this week? I don't know. Non-farm payrolls came out, and so far it's caused Bitcoin to have a red day, trading at 70,088. Hopefully, we keep it. Let's see what I wrote regarding that. Oh crap! Bitcoin joined a knee-jerk reaction to U.S. non-farm payrolls data, which vastly beat expectations to suggest that the labor market was coping with tight fiscal policy better than forecast. This in turn pushed back the odds. This is the important part to all this. Pushed back the odds of the Federal Reserve lowering interest rates, a key prerequisite for a liquidity influx into risk assets and crypto. It does close the door to July rates, economist Mohammed El-Erian responded, quoted by Bloomberg. So, I mean, that positive news, right? But good news is bad news, apparently, at least for today, for Bitcoin. Let's see what happens. Today's Friday, so I don't think much will happen over the weekend. Now we're going to go into next week, which I thought would be possible. I thought this week I wanted to see, more than anything, bodies over it. We do see bodies over it. Next week, let's see if we can keep the bodies over it, and finally next week make an attempt to hit at least, to touch at least 73,000, the top of this line right here, 73,350, and hopefully even all-time highs, which is pretty much at 73,800, just over this line. If we can do that next week, and the weeks after will probably be pretty good. I did mention to you guys the ECB and the BOC, which is Bank of Canada, the central banks of Europe and Canada, both lowered interest rates. But the Federal Reserve, I think, and based on what the market also thinks, it's not going to lower interest rates a little while, probably until after the summer, more than likely August, September. Okay, more than likely is when we can expect some type of rate cut, the first one, and that will be good for the markets. And all of this stuff, right, to me, just lends credence to the idea of the blow off top being later, after 2024. To be honest with you, okay, that's what I think. Okay, right here where we are currently, we could probably spend maybe another couple of months, right, into July, just kind of right around this area, this little triangle that I've outlined, before starting to move up in earnest. But we'll see. There are more waves coming, guys. There are more waves coming. Make no mistake about it. There's a lot more interest in these ETFs, and eventually it's going to cause all the interest, all the buying of the ETFs, not just from the United States, from Australia, from Thailand, from other jurisdictions, from pension funds, from other companies that want to add Bitcoin ETFs to their treasury, or even just hold Bitcoin directly. it's gonna cause the price to spike up, guys. All right, right now we're having a red day. I think maybe we're gonna even test 69,179 to see if we can hold it or not. Hopefully we do. It seems that we will, because I don't see too much negative data. If Bitcoin is reacting to that strong non-farm payrolls, thinking, okay, now the Fed is going to push things later, well then maybe, just maybe, we don't even next week, we don't even try to touch this, and we kind of come back down here and slip below 69,179 and play here for a couple of weeks. You know, drop a little bit, find a base, and then move up again later in July or August, which would synchronize things. So that's how I sees that. Okay. I think that's pretty much it with Bitcoin. Okay, it's looking like, well, we just lost 70,000, 69,850, 844. Let's see how low we go. I have been buying meme coins. Yesterday I bought Omikami again, which increased my average buy price from 0.044 to 0.05. Although we are over it. I mean, the price continued to move up. It's at 6 cents right now. I am waiting for it to pull back before I make my final 1 or 2 buys, probably 2. I don't want to chase anymore. I think I'm going to hold with what I got. Even if it goes higher, I'll just live with what I got. If it goes higher and it comes back down, it goes below my average buy price, and I see that it's at a good place to buy, then I will make my final 2 buys. And yesterday I also bought because the ETH gas fees were low. I mean, right now they're at 25. What were they before? Oh, they're at 11. So right now they're pretty low, but I don't know if they stay there. 11 is great. I would buy more Omikami right now, but I'm gonna wait. There is another one that's part of the Omikami ecosystem, apparently, called this one, Ryu. And you'd have to buy it on Ethereum. Ryujin, 23 million market cap, 7.3 million in volume, and as you can see, it's moved up. It'd be interesting. That'd be an interesting buy. But eventually, you know, these things that move up come back down. So I mean, I really would like, hopefully, to be patient and wait for it to drop, to come down, see what happens there. And another one that I'm watching, LFGO, finally starting to move down. Right, it's below my average buy price now, but this is only 1 buy. So I mean, with another buy, it'll vastly bring down my average buy price. I'm gonna wait to see if I can catch it dropping a little bit more, see where it bases out, and then make my final 2 buys on that one. And I think that's it. That's all the information that I really wanted to share with you guys. Dynex, guys, interesting project. Supercomputing back into this area. I think I've mentioned to you guys, just below my average buy price of 67 cents. It's at 66 cents, and I think it's going to go up to at least $1.16 on top of this. And probably the next time that it does go up here, it's going to break through and keep moving forward. Dynex, I think, is a good one. Neural AI, I think it's at a good price at $3.02 here. Let's look at this chart a little better. Neural AI, there's a 4% sales tax. Okay. My average buy price $2.32. Right now it's at $3. It pumped up, it came back down, back into this channel, and now looks like we're on the top of this channel. I don't know if it's now that is resistance, or we're gonna come back down to like $1.39 or something like that. But this thing's gonna keep going up like this, something. And so let's see, $1.34, $35. Let's see what happens there. Interesting project. If you guys are still looking for some projects, I think that's it. Back, finish up with Bitcoin. Dropping. Let's see how low it goes. It'll be interesting to see. It'll be interesting to see if we can hold this 69,179 as support today, or do we do this? We've never held it. So it's going to be an interesting test. And we've only been up here since the 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th. A few days in a row, just above this line. Hopefully we keep it. Let's see. It'll be interesting to see. All right, guys, I think that's it. If you can, please like, please subscribe, please leave a comment. I'm trying to grow this channel, and all that stuff helps. I will see you guys on Monday. Have a good one. Peace.